image was edited by Gemini AI. No brush tool, no complicated mask, no advanced Photoshop skill, just one sentence. But here's what most people don't understand. AI photo editing is not a magic. There is actually technological work behind it. Listen, so in this video, I'm not just showing you cool edits. I'm going to be showing you how Gemini AI actually works, how to understand photos, how Gemini AI actually understand photos, what computer vision really means, how AI edit background, how AI generates lightning, why prompt matter, why Photoshop is important, and the truth about the future of graphic designer. One major technology behind photo editing is called computer vision. Computer vision is the ability for AI to look at the image and try to understand what is inside them. When humans look at photo, we instantly recognize the face, the people, the lighting, the object, the emotion, the color, and the environment around the object. But computers don't normally understand image naturally. To a computer, a photo is just millions of tiny color squares called pixels. I know you've had pixels before. Every image is made of pixels. Each pixels contain color formation. For example, red, green, and blue, and etc. So AI is trained using millions of images. It studies the pattern repeatedly until it learns what the face look like, what air look like, what skies look like, what shadow looks like, and what backgrounds look like. If AI sees millions of faces, it begins recognizing eyes, nose, mouth, lips, skin texture, and facial structure. This process is called machine learning. The AI improved by analyzing huge amount of vision data. So one important part of computer vision is object detection. Object detection means that AI identifies different things in a photo. For example, person in a photo, car, animals, tree, skies, dog, phone, and every other thing. So when you ask AI to remove the background, the AI needs to understand who the subject is, what belongs to the background, and where the edges are. This is called edge detection. Edge detection helps the AI to differentiate the subject from the background. For example, if your hair blends to a dark background, the AI may struggle because it can't clearly see the hair in the background. This is why sometimes AI creates blurry edges, missing hairs, distorted fingers, or weird cutouts. Now, we are going into the real business for today. Let's talk about how Gemini AI actually edits in image. So, you open your Gemini AI app, then you can use your mobile, you can use your desktop, and you can use your tablet, depending on the software you are using. So, the step 2 is that you click on the plus icon and you upload your image. So I have my image here already. Let me download it so it can be easy. So you can cancel this one. You click on the plus button, you go to upload file, and you upload your images. So I upload my image. Then the next thing is, when you're uploading your image, make sure the image is sharp. The image has good lighting and it has high resolution. The more sharp your image, the more it is good for AI to quickly know what you are trying to do, try to get your details according to what I explained to you earlier. So now, after that, you can try many prompts on this Gemini AI, but we are going to be trying some prompts. Okay, our first prompt, we are going to be using removing the background of the image, and let's try it. We are going to remove the background and we are going to replace it with cinematic image. So I copy my prompt. If you go to the description under this video, you are going to see the prompts I use in this video under the description. So when you copy it, you can try it to do your own practical. So I copy the prompt and I paste it. So let's see how it goes. So the AI is generating the image, creating the image. So boom, you see it now. This is the image it's generated for us. From this, it removes the background and it replaces it with what? A cinematic studio images. You know, I showed you an image at the beginning of this video, and the image was created with Gemini AI from this image, and I use a modern way to generate a photo shoot image for this person. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button. If you have watched to this point and you have not clicked subscribe button, that means you are a very wicked person. That is the truth. So now, this is how I create it. Now, what is required to create this image you are seeing on my screen? What is required to create this image is Pinterest, prompt, and what? And Gemini AI. Now, how do I get to Pinterest and get the prompt from a video or from an images and use the prompt to generate my own images? This is where I want it to be very sensitive and lock in with me. Understood? Now, let's go to the first thing we are going to be going to is Pinterest. We go to Pinterest. So on my Pinterest here, this is Pinterest. I click on the search button and I search for birthday photo shoot idea. Photo shoot idea for women. So now, under the birthday photo shoot idea for women, you see we have many images here. You have many images here. You see it? You have many images. But this is the image I used yesterday. So I use this image as my reference image. How do I do that? Then I take this image, I copy the image. Are you listening? I copy the image. I go to Cider. There's an app I use on my Chrome. It is called Cider. If you don't have Cider, you don't need to bother. Just go to ChatGPT. It's going to do the same thing. Now I go to Cider. I paste the image. Are you listening? And I write generate an image prompt for this. So now Cider generates the image prompt for me. Then what I do next is I copy the prompt. After copying the prompt, I go to Gemini AI again. You know, Gemini AI, I have my image there already. So I click on this edit because I'll put a prompt before, but I don't want it to look jargons. So I edit it. I paste that prompt here. But this is where we make mistake. When you pray this prompt like this, it's going to generate that woman that is fair for you. To avoid that mistake, this is what you should do. Now, from the beginning here, write generate the image provided, column, keep the face 100%. So after that, you remove some things from this. A fashion photography of woman with long dark hair, you remove it. Let's continue from standing in front of a soft gray background. Then let's click on update and see what Gemini AI is gonna do for us. So now this prompt is in the description. You can just go there and you copy the prompt and use it to create your own practical video. Now you see, boom, I have the image exactly as what I showed you online. Exactly, this thing is working like crazy. It is you that don't know how to use it. If you use AI, you will understand that AI is not replacing anybody. AI is beautifying everybody's work and making it more authentic. Now you see the image, very details. So now let's inspect it very carefully. You see the image, this is the image provided, exactly the picture of the lady. See the lady, you see it, you see her, you see her face, the same thing. So this is what I want you to note about AI, which this is where I'm going to be rounding up. A lot of designers are scared that AI is going to replace them, but the real situation is not. It's more complex than AI replacing us. AI is majorly automating tasks like background removal, object cleanup, basic retouching, simple color grading. But human creativity still matters heavily in everything we do in this video. We notice that what we are doing is what the AI is responding to is basically what we are telling the AI to do. AI cannot do something on its own. AI cannot be independent. Do you understand? AI does not understand emotion, does not understand does not understand storytelling. It does not understand background psychological aspect of anything. So the people who will dominate the future are the people who combine creativity, storytelling, marketing, and AI tools together. Gemini AI is fast, friendly, powerful for creators, great for social media, and it is not erasing the fact that manually things can be done, like Photoshop is good for precision, it's good for flexibility, it's good so that you can understand your details by yourself. So this is where I'm going to be stopping today. I hope you learned one or two things today. If you really learned one or two things today, don't forget to click on the subscribe button. And if you want more deep tutorials on AI, Photoshop breakdown, and creator strategy, subscribe now, because I will be dropping some powerful videos as times goes on. Have a wonderful time. I still remain Orap.